everyone. Welcome back to Purple Noon, the podcast with me, Stephanie Conti, and I'm trying to remember characters from this movie so I can do a comparison. Anyway, the sweet Savanna Lanausse.
Hello, everybody.
So how you doing, Savanna?
I'm good. I got my McDonald's frop. I'm ready to go.
Jealous.
How are you?
Beyond jealous. I'm sipping on apple juice like a 4-year-old. But, okay. So, first little announcement. We created a Patreon.
Yes.
You know, just a little, like, we got a bunch of tiers. Some of it's like, oh, I want to help, but I'm broke. We got a $1 tier. No issues.
$1.
$1 a month, $12 a year. You probably pay more for a magazine subscription. And if you're feeling wealthy, there's also a random $1,000 a month. I mean, it comes with the title of king.
So if anybody wants to be the sugar daddy of Purple Noon,
literally the sugar daddy of Purple Noon. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Well, there's also there's 5. I think what else? 10. Maybe there's 5.
There's $1, $5, $10, $50, $100, and $1,000.
Yeah. So you guys have a lot of options.
Yeah, and I mean, as of right now, the rewards are not so great, but we still appreciate your help.
As we get more popular, we'll think of better rewards.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. But yeah, as of right now, there's that. If you want to just help us out, that'll go to the biggest. So for my goal, at least for this Patreon, is to kind of cover the cost, because all of us have, you know, me and Savanna, we have subscriptions that we have to use since we're doing reviews now. So all of the money is pretty much going to go to that. And it's also, the website for the Audemic Media that hosts Purple Noon, all of that will go to hosting the website as well. So, because I do everything. I do my website, I make it, I do it all. But, so yeah, that will help pay for like the monthly subscriptions that we have to face.
And eventually,
doing
like,
this podcast.
Yeah, eventually, I personally do need new equipment for the podcast.
She just discovered a dent in her mic.
Literally, I just bought. So eventually that would cover stuff like that. I think it would also help us branch out a lot more too.
And you know what? At the end of the day, if by some chance we have money that's left over, I'm going to pharmacy school in the fall, guys. So I will use that towards textbooks and whatever. But that is your choice. So if you were like Stephanie, I don't believe in the college education system, just let me know and I'll put it towards a subscription.
We're both in college. But also, we also will definitely give back. We want to do cool giveaways eventually. Film stuff for film nerds
this is
like
just
us.
To get our feet off the ground for a little bit. So it's not required. It's not like you're going to miss out on any bonus content or anything. That's not yet happening right now. So it's just, if you got a little spare money, just donate.
Just $1.
We're little Italian children in the streets going, signore.
You can't say no to Italian kids. You can't say no to Italian kids. So.
Yeah, no.
$1, guys, or nothing. We'll still be here. We're still
gonna do our stuff. It's just our level of professionalism.
Yeah,
should go up with some money. So
if
you want to see us thrive, you know what to do. If not, if you just want to support from afar, just share. Just share.
Yeah, literally just share, promote. That helps a lot too. For free. You know, that's free.
That's free. All right. So, as you all know, not only am I introducing you to Purple Noon the podcast, I am introducing you to Purple Noon the game show. Woo! Where I'm going to be asking Savanna I'm going to tell her a pickup line from a old-timey movie, and she's going to have to guess the movie.
I got 1 point so
She
far.
She got 1 point. I'm stunned. I am stunned. I wouldn't have gotten it. But are you ready, Savanna?
Yeah, of course.
The pickup line is, "You're a swell dish. I think I'm gonna go for you."
Oh, God. Okay. I'm gonna need a hint.
So I'll give you the year. The year is 1931.
Oh, no.
Do you want actor, actress, or director?
Actress. Mix it up a bit.
May Clark.
No. Mae Clark. Why does that sound familiar?
I think you would have. I'm gonna give you the male actor because I think giving you the director wouldn't help. The male actor is James Cagney.
Mae Clark. 1931. I don't know. No clue.
I'll give you a hint. I'm pretty sure this movie was remade.
That's it? Okay.
Does it not help?
There's a lot of movies that has been remade.
Okay. So, no more guesses?
I don't know at all. I have not even an inkling.
The Public Enemy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wasn't that remade?
There's a movie. I don't know if it's the same. There's a movie called Public Enemy. I don't know if it's the same one.
Is that Johnny Depp?
Is it? I don't know.
I can't recall.
Public Enemies. I think no. You know who No, you're right. I think it might be Johnny Depp.
That's why I thought you might have gotten it, but too bad. Also sad. But you're still at 1 point.
I got something. It's not
something.
Okay, I have a question for you now.
Mm-hmm.
A little quiz.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's nothing to do with Brando. I wanted to mix it up. Maybe next time will be Brando.
Okay.
What was the first blockbuster film? Like a summer blockbuster.
I know it.
Do you really?
I know it.
Okay.
1971 Jaws.
It's 75, but it's Jaws.
75.
Yeah, cool. I just learned that the other day. I was like, I could see that. That makes sense.
I remember like reading about it a few years back where it was like, oh, because I know the first blockbuster came out in the 70s, and I remember it was like, it was Jaws. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I got it.
So
the
nice.
That's 3 points for me.
Love
or
that
are you
movie.
considering half the questions from yesterday half points?
No. You have 3 points. You got them all right, so it's cool.
I love being a winner.
I mean, to be fair, you are the biggest Brando fan, so I would expect nothing less.
My brain is filled with so much useless nonsense about film that it's only good for moments like these. And so when I get to flex that big part of my brain, that big part of my muscle in there, it's not a muscle, but whatever.
I'm sorry if you can hear. There's somebody cutting the grass right outside my window.
Is it Tony? Tony's my long guy.
I don't know if it's Tony. I think they switch out because it's every Wednesday, and I think they do different people. But he's literally right outside my window right now. I see him.
You're good. You're good.
But okay, so we're gonna introduce Stephanie's pick today, and it's actually, I believe, our first non-Criterion film that we're not.
Non-Criterion film. Is it?
I think so, because all my picks, I believe, have been Criterion.
I think they
up
have
until
been.
now.
There might be like one, maybe. Whatever. Okay, so today's film is The Dead Don't Die, directed and written by Jim Jarmusch. So his work has been in the Criterion, though. His work, he did Strangers in Paradise, which is in the Criterion.
I've heard good things about that one.
Yeah. So The Dead Don't Die is about the peaceful town of Centerville finds itself battling a zombie horde as the dead start rising from their grave. Now, one of the reasons why I picked this film was because it's very split half and half. Either people love it or people hate it. So I like talking about movies like this. And yeah, so it stars Bill Murray. There's a star-studded cast. So it's Bill Murray, Adam Driver, Tom Waits, Chloe Sevigny, Steve Buscemi, Danny Glover, and
Our girl
Tilda Swinton, Caleb Landry Jones, and Selena Gomez, Austin Butler, and a whole bunch of other people too.
Yeah.
So Savannah, before we get into spoilers, and also quick thing, sadly, this movie is not available on any streaming service. It's only available to buy. So Savannah, with knowing that, do you say it's worth to buy it?
Here's the thing. Okay, I personally really, really like the movie, but I could understand why it has such low, ratings. And I'll explain why. This movie is marketed as a zombie film, when it's really not. I would say it's more of a parody of a zombie film. And it's sort of like a prequel to, zombie films. And I feel like the issue was that people had sort of this expectation going to see this film, and when it wasn't this like traditional zombie film that you were expecting, everybody got upset. I loved it because I love Bill Murray. I love that kind of dry humor, and I appreciated completely what the director was going for. But again, like that's my like if you like dry humor, if you like even like there is zombies in the movie. I'm not going to say there's not, but it's
It's not
more
focused on the action. It's not focused on the killing of zombies.
it's
It's
a
more
comedy
focused
film.
on the idiosyncratic characters that are in here.
Yeah, so I love the movie. I do understand if some people were disappointed per se, but I wasn't. I thought it was really funny. But again, like you have to like dry humor. You have to love Bill Murray. I don't know. Yeah, cuz Bill Murray his humor is usually very dry.
Yeah,
Um I think the cast was so good in the movie.
really good, really good. Like my favorite character is Adam Driver, but pretty much my opinion is if you're gonna buy it, um, I say if you know that this is not gonna be a jam-packed action film and you're looking for like the dry humor comedy, I say go for it. I hope you enjoy it. But this is such a very split, like 50-50 chance of a person liking it or not liking it. So just buy at your own risk or just get a friend and just split the download. Just share a little account, split the download so it's not breaking the bank, you know?
Yeah, I would say what was it like 15, so you guys would be like
750.
yeah,
Less than
750
a movie
each.
ticket. Less than a
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
ticket.
I think it's worth it if you like. What would you compare this to?
The way I explained it was if Shaun of the Dead took place in the town of Twin Peaks.
Very good. Yeah.
That is exactly how I would tell people. I'm like, because it has like the weird, like obviously Shaun of the Dead is like one of the only, like not one of the only, but one of the few widely known zombie comedies,
Yeah.
and the weird characters of like Twin Peaks kind of not matches exactly, but feels similar to this film.
I feel like it's a parody, and I love that.
Definitely,
I think that if
definitely.
you're looking for like a fun spin, just making fun of like the like the things like what's a zombie movie? What am I thinking of right now?
Like a parody zombie movie.
No, like a regular zombie movie. I have this one in my head right now, and I can't remember the
The
name for the
only
life
thing
of
I
me.
could think of is the Walking Dead TV show.
Is it Dawn of the Dead? Is that what
Yes,
I'm
you probably
thinking
think,
of?
yeah, Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I don't know why that took me so long to remember. But if you want something that's sort of making fun of those tropes, definitely watch this movie.
I definitely recommend it. And now we're gonna get into the spoiler zone. So if you want to go and see the movie, go watch it now, and then come back and listen to what we have to say. We got to talk about the characters because the characters are what hold this film.
Yeah.
So Savannah, who's your favorite character? Why? And what did you think of the rest of the characters?
It's a very, like you said, a character-driven plot, and I think a positive of this movie is you get to know the townspeople really well, and you don't see that a lot in zombie movies. But my favorite character, of course, is Bill Murray. I love Bill Murray, and I think he did such a good job in this movie because, so if you notice, anybody that watches the film, there are such calm reactions to a zombie apocalypse. Like for example, one about somebody in the town gets like mauled by a zombie and they go see it and they're just like, "Oh, you know what I think it is? Zombies." And it's the funniest reaction because like they're not freaking out. It's not the typical trope. So, and Adam Driver's great. There's a scene where I lost it where he pulls up in a smart car, just so serious, and it's the funniest thing. I also do like Tilda Swinton.
Swinton.
And she's so funny. And she's perfect for the role. We'll get into her later, but the characters in the movie I thought were really well done. The only thing I didn't care for character-wise was the teenagers that come into town.
Yeah, I think.
Like Selena
I think.
Gomez, Austin Butler, I didn't care for
Oh, I
them.
thought you were talking about like the three kids in like the
That
detention
too,
center.
all the kids in the movie didn't care for.
Yeah, I think I don't. I think it was just to add in people. I thought the kids in the detention center could have had more to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like a harsh complaint. It's just like, I wish, but there was still so much more to the movie that it
Who was
didn't
here?
necessarily matter. Oh, Adam Driver. Are you kidding me? Adam Driver is my favorite character in this because out of everyone, he is the most calm when it comes to the situation. And his only reactions are, I think this is going to end bad. This is going to end badly. That's one reaction. The other reaction is like in moments where there's like blood, guts, and gore all over the place. He just goes, "Oh yuck!" It's just to me that is one of the funniest one of the little funniest traits in the film. I also really enjoyed Carol Kane. When she's a zombie and she's like Chardonnay, as a zombie. I enjoyed her little cameo in it. I also liked Bobby Wiggins, the movie nerd at the gas station, because I liked his character.
The brother from Get Out. That's how I know him. I was like, oh, he's in it?
He is actually in a movie that we're going to be seeing in a few weeks and reviewing called Antiviral.
I didn't know that he was in that.
You are going to see the range of acting this kid can do, in my opinion.
Cool.
But yeah, so I really enjoyed all the characters. Steve Buscemi was funny too. He was pretty funny too. And I also I thought Tom Waits, who played Hermit Bob,
yes,
he was a very good narrator.
Dude, when his opening line in the movie is "up your hole with the wooden pole."
I just got a text from Savanna, when she was first watching it, this is my favorite line.
So Hermit Bob is great. My favorite, I guess, thing that Adam Driver does in the movie besides the smart car is when Chloe's, how do you say her last name? Savanna is in the patrol car with them, and she sees her grandma, who's a zombie. She's like, Nana, Nana. And Adam Driver just looks at her. He's like, get it together, Mindy. And it's great. He's fantastic in the movie.
Yeah, I even wrote down in my notes, this movie made me want a smart car, because I was like, yo, if Adam Driver, a 6'3" man, can fit in a smart car, jeez. Okay, so let's talk about the actual story, and let's talk about that parody aspect.
Okay.
So, in terms of the story, what were some of your favorite scenes?
I enjoyed, for sure, the smart car scene. Anything with Hermit Bob in it. I love anything with, what was that scene where Tilda Swinton is she's a mortician in the movie, and she's sort of doing drag makeup on these dead people. And I thought it was so funny and ironic. And then she's supposed to also be the samurai, zombie killer, alien person.
The Scottish samurai. Because she had that weird accent. I'm pretty sure she was trying to do Scottish.
Yeah. So I love that scene because I thought it was super ironic. And then when the Adam Driver and Bill Murray meet Selena Gomez, Austin Butler teenagers, Adam Driver goes, yeah, she's part Mexican. And Bill Murray goes, how do you know? He goes, I have an affinity for Mexicans. I lost it. It's just little things like that I feel make the movie and make you appreciate it. What was your favorite parts?
I really like the affinity for Mexican part. I think the diner scene where the bodies are, and then all three go in, and then all three have separate reactions, but all of them end it in with I think it could have been a wild animal, maybe several wild animals, and it's so robotic, and it's so the deadpan humor of it all. Their faces are just so blank, and they're saying these lines. It kind of reminds me of the humor style of a Grand Budapest Hotel, a Wes Anderson film, where everyone's serious, but what they're saying is very off-kiltered from their reaction. But I loved all of it. I loved every scene. I did think, though, that the message of, the parody behind the parody is overdone. I've seen it before. It reminds me of They Live. Yeah. With the whole, when, the people are walking around on their cell phones and the kids are going to the gas station, candy, just all dead as zombies. I think it was good for the storyline, but I think it's also an overdone part.
I mean, if you think about it, no one really. When's the last time you saw a parody movie made? That
Yeah.
was what Scary Movie.
Scary movie, not so scary movie, all of them.
So I think for what it was really well done. So I had to ask you a question. I know
Hmm.
you went to go see this in theaters, correct?
Yes. Yes, I
So
did.
why did you, I guess, initially, like, why did you appreciate the movie? Is it everything we talked about? Did you feel like other people in the theater had different reactions? Because, like I said, when I looked up the movie, it was literally like a 5 on IMDb and then like a 2.5 on Amazon. So
Yeah,
what is
not
your
many
opinion about that?
people. So I went with my boyfriend, my friend Alyssa, and we saw it together, and they enjoyed it. They enjoyed it because, but they're also the type of people who love, like I said, the Grand Budapest Hotel, or would be open to see like Twin Peaks. So
Mm-hmm.
that kind of fit their category for funny. Like they like the deadpan humor. Um, Other people, I've seen other people's reviews on it, and people are just like, it's stupid, it's not funny. I mean, like I said, it's only one type of humor, and it's deadpan humor or dry humor. So
Mm-hmm.
I could see it not appealing to everyone. And I think what you said hit, the nail on the head with it seems like a full action zombie movie. Like from the cover, from the trailer and everything, it just seems like a full action movie when in reality it's not. So I could see that, and I think also at the end of the day it is a little bit stupid, the movie, but there's just a lot of, like, with a parody like this, i don't I don't grade it strictly because it's a movie that doesn't take itself seriously, so
Yeah.
then in return I don't take it too seriously. So but I for what it is, I absolutely enjoy it. Like I would see it over and over again. Like I would put it on for a movie night. I think it's very well done, and even though I said the message is a little repetitive, I guess you could say, like if we've seen it before, you still don't see characters or a zombie movie quite like this.
Yeah, I think those are good points. I just definitely I love the characters. I think Bill and Adam are sort of these square, boring officers. When in zombie movies you see the really badass people, exciting, you know. And I feel like it's just ironic and it's funny. But from a director point of view, what do you think of the film as well?
Um, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. There's not a whole lot I say you can do because it's not like there's a ton of action. It's very. I think the directing was good because even though it didn't have a lot of spice to it, I'll say
Mm.
it enhanced the deadpan humor effect on it. Like if there was like wacky, over the top directing, I think it kind of might have taken it away from
Right.
the film because you might have been distracted. But I thought for what it is that the directing fit the movie.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Um, is there anything else you want to add?
Let's see. I really enjoyed the use of the soundtrack and how, in the beginning, like another one of my favorite moments is when they play the song. He's like, "Where is this song from? It feels so familiar." And oh wait, we need to talk about another thing too. So where Adam Driver's like, "It's the theme song," and it kind of like that right there in the beginning sets up the entire picture. And that's where I also think this film is so different because I've never seen a film where outright characters realize they're in a film. It's not actors playing the characters realize they're in the film. It's like that characters themselves realize they're in a film.
It's really funny because that's the ending too, where he's just like, I read the script.
Yeah, because Bill Murray's like, "How do you know that this is all going to end badly? You've been saying it from the beginning." And he's like, "Oh, I finished the script." And then Bill Murray's like, "Jim didn't give me the full script." And Adam Driver's like, "Oh, okay." But I also like my friend Alyssa and my mom, who I made watch this, which she enjoyed. They just didn't like the ending, so I could see other people not liking the ending, not because of the whole fourth wall being taken down, but because literally, spoiler, everyone dies.
Yeah.
So
Not the most, yeah.
except for Bob, Hermit Bob, he makes it through.
I mean, I can understand that. You kind of because I think it's a very character driven movie, and when all the characters die, you're kind of just like, oh, all right. I mean, I didn't mind it so much because, I think, like I said, I felt like it was a parody, and I felt like that's what kind of they were going for. But I could see why they wouldn't like that, for sure.
Yeah, like I'm someone where I watch a lot of depressing films, so if a movie has a bad ending, it doesn't, doesn't affect me.
Right.
But I really enjoyed like breaking the fourth wall. I think when I first saw that too, that's what really made the movie kind of stay in my head. Usually comedies like this, I kind of like forget over time, but I
Right.
think really because of that factor, like they completely broke the fourth wall. And like it wasn't just like, oh, just a little bit and then something else happened. Like it's surrounded by breaking, like the entire ending is surrounded by breaking off the fourth wall.
Right.
So I appreciated that. It's very different and it's very hard in my opinion to pull that off.
I agree. And then you wanted to talk about the soundtrack as well. I did like the theme song for the movie.
Yeah, I liked the theme song. I thought it was good. I thought it fit perfectly, and I liked how it kind of it kept coming up in the film, and I liked how it was just used. I really enjoyed how it was used between all characters.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was really well done. I think it fit the movie very well, and I think it gives the movie an extra element. So, definitely.
So is this our quickest review we've done?
Yeah, because the movie, there's not a lot of. I mean, I think it's great, but there's not much depth to it. It's not Persona, obviously, where we have to
Yeah,
dissect it.
I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I've seen all the bad reviews. I wanted to give it a good spotlight because I wanted people to hear it and think, "Oh, okay, this is what I should be expecting."
Absolutely.
And I really like it.
I don't think it deserves as much hate as it gets either. I just feel like again, the marketing maybe wasn't done very well, and I think people were expecting something else, and dry humor isn't for everybody. So
Yeah.
I definitely understand where some people's frustrations are coming from, but I think it has the potential to be a cult classic in a few years.
Oh, for sure. I definitely see like at least 15 years from now, people are going to talk about this movie and be like, oh my God, like they're going to talk about it like Eraserhead, or they're going to talk about it like whatever. But I definitely, I appreciate the film, and I wish more people appreciated the film.
So what did you give it as a score?
I give it 7.3. 7.3.
Okay, we're 7. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
This is definitely something I would recommend if like you're having a movie night with friends or anything like that. This I think would be a very good pick. A very, very good pick.
Yeah, for Halloween too. It's a different type of movie you could watch.
So we're done. Wow.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
wiping my hands clean. We're done.
Nice.
Woo!
You want to talk about, so next week we're going to be doing, not next week, tomorrow when you hear this, we'll be talking about my pick, The Florida Project.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Florida Project, some other upcoming movies that we're going to be talking about, Antiviral. We're going to start watching Twin Peaks now because we're going to be talking about season 1, season 2, and Fire Walk with Me all in one episode. So here's your warning. If you haven't seen Twin Peaks, or if you have, rewatch it. Start it now because within a few weeks, we're going to be putting that out.
For sure. I think the best thing that's going to happen even next week, most of our films that we're going to be reviewing are like on, like you can stream it, like on Hulu and Netflix.
Yes.
So they're going to be really pretty available to you guys. Like for example, we're going to be doing like Her with Joaquin Phoenix, Netflix. We're going to be doing Twin Peaks, Netflix. Just a lot of things that you guys will like pretty accessible.
Yes.
Is there anything you're excited to review, Steph, in particular?
Oh, for sure, because everyone has literally, and I'm so happy. I don't know how I have been able to avoid spoilers with this movie. And next week, we are reviewing Parasite.
Changed my life. That movie changed
I
my
have
life.
not seen it. I don't know a thing about it, and I am so happy I don't know a thing about it. And I don't know how. It was not ruined for me. A ton of people have been like, oh, have you seen Parasite? I'm like, no, don't say anything. And they're like, oh, okay. But like, I'm just so shocked that I do not know a single thing, and I'm so excited to watch it.
That's going to be a good
I don't know a
episode
single thing.
for sure. Definitely a good
But yeah,
episode.
it's going to be, I think, about 1 or 2 Criterions a week. So it's always going to be, for this month at least, it's going to be 1 Criterion on Fridays, my pick on Saturdays, and Savannah's picks on Sundays.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the next few weeks we're also going to be branching. We're still going to obviously keep at least one criterion, and most of the times, like I feel like upcoming weeks we might shift back to two or one, but we're also going to be, doing some of our favorites, which are not in the Criterion Collection, so a little bit more of a mainstream feel as well. One
Yeah,
of the
kind of like 1/3 is going to be Criterions, I think, for
Yeah.
the rest of the month. 1/3.
One of my favorite movies I'm excited to review just because we saw this one together is Lighthouse. And what a trip that was.
Oh man, I am pleading my father to buy me the actual light from the lighthouse because A24 has a sale that goes
How
to
much is it?
coronavirus pros. I think it's at like $4,000 right now, probably more.
You gotta go to pharmacy school.
I know, so I can afford it.
That one was definitely a trip. We saw that. I don't know. Do you remember when we saw it? Like what?
Earlier this year, we saw it I want to say we saw it in December. We saw it in December because it was nominated for an Oscar for, I think, cinematography.
Okay. I don't know why I felt like we saw it. No, you're right. December sounds right. Right? December sounds right.
Which, by the way, Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe
Daddy
deserved.
Defoe!
Daddy Defoe.
For those who don't know, I have a very strange crush with William Dafoe. He's going to be in our movie that we're reviewing tomorrow, so I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
But
now I know what I'm gonna do. Because since you want to see some more Daddy Defoe, guess who's gonna add Antichrist on the list?
No, I can't, Stephanie. Please.
You dug this hole.
I can't watch
Sit in
that movie. No, maybe another William Dafoe classic, but Antichrist we can just. I don't know.
Nymphomaniac.
We're doing the house that Jack built. I don't know about more Lars. Sorry, some of his content.
She'll get there. Don't worry, guys. I'll convince her.
But yeah, we have some pretty cool films coming up, so I'm really excited. I know Stephanie's excited. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to be doing the Florida Project. And yeah, if you guys want to get a head start on watching that, that's actually on Netflix right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if you can't check out the Patreon, even if you can't donate to the Patreon, check it out because I worked hard on it. I think it's pretty freaking funny.
Just admire
it and share this and do whatever you got to do to get the word out there for us.
For sure.
'Cause we're just little poor orphan boys just trying to make a living.
Yeah, this is sort of our little passion project, and I mean, I don't know about Stephanie, but I'd really like to continue doing this for a while.
It's like, no, at the end of summer, it's over. Well, no, of course, I want to keep doing this.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, Stephanie will be attending NYU. Also, next summer. So
next summer, not this summer, next summer, yes. I am a daredevil. I am doing pharmacy school, then I'm deciding to take a break and go to NYU for a summer film program.
We got a little overachiever here, guys, so help us out.
That's why this Patreon is more important than you can ever think. But thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and we will get back to you tomorrow.
Bye.
So watch the Florida Project. Take it easy. Bye.